Hello, welcome. We're going to be continuing. So we'll try to create a get route. That is the first route that we're going to be creating. And for us to create this, we need to make sure that our website, the front end, is running so that we can be seeing what is happening. And to do that, you can actually click this plus sign to open 2 to 3 terminals. So like here now I have up to 3 terminals on. So I'm using the first terminal for my work, the back end. Once you click here, you can see another terminal. So this is the second terminal I've opened. This is for the front end. So immediately I opened it, I did cd front end so that I can get to my front end directly. So once I'm in the directory of the front end, I can now do ngserve. ngserve is the command I use to run the server for the front end, for the Angular. So once I do ngserve, this is what I did here, ngserve, and now the server is running. So I want you to do that. Click this plus sign. In the new terminal that you have, do cd front end, then ngserve. Once you do that, the server will start running, so that when you get to your browser, you see this go full stack. This is the website. So we're trying to, if you click on the first one, part 1 to 3, that is where we are starting. We are in part 1 to 3. So we're going to be able to put some things in here now. And that is what we're going to be doing here. So it's running already. So I'll go back to my other terminal. Click here, go back to the first batch, which is the backend terminal. So I'm going to cd into my backend so that I can start coding here. Cd backend. Yes, so I'm in my backend now. So I'm going to start immediately to create the first route. So this route is going to be able to show us anything that is in the database. To get is the get route that will get everything that is in the database. This is our app for now. It's filled with middlewares, but we're going to be able to get something from database. But now we don't have database, so we can hard code the data inside here using the code for the get route, and that's what we're going to do. I'm going to simply get to my place here and pick it up. So this is the code, app.use API/stuff. This is the address that we are going to be using to get it now. So it's also a middleware that is going to be having arguments, request objects, response objects, and nest. So I'm just going to pick this code and use it and replace all the middleware that I have. So that is the instruction. Like I told us before, all these codes are already in our open classroom. I'm gonna be copying it and pasting it so that because of my memory, if I have to type it out, it will not work the way I want. So I'm gonna copy this up here. Copy. Then when I get here, I'm going to use it to replace all the middleware starting from here. This is the first middleware. So I'm going to select all the middlewares. This is the last middleware. I'm going to go up. It doesn't select down. So once I'm selected all of them, I'll do Ctrl V to paste the new code. So this is what we are having now. App.use. This is the route where we are going to be seeing this. If you copy this route and put it in front of your local host in your Postman, you should be able to see all this. So what we are trying to get is stuff, and each stuff must have an ID, have a title, have description, have image URL, price, and user ID. So if I do Ctrl S to save this, and I get to my browser back and refresh this browser, I should be able to see the stuff here. But if I'm not seeing it, like I'm not seeing it now, then there's what we call cross problem, cross origin resource problem. So because of that cross problem, to sort it out, I need to copy this code that will handle the cross issue. So cross problem, it handles origin because our, you remember that we got our front end from an app that we cloned from the GitHub. So in order to enable it to work with different resources from different origin, like our server backend that we are designing by ourselves, we need to have this. So this very code snippet, we are going to add it before the API code. So when we get back here, just before the API, this is our API, so we simply put it up here. This is where we put it. So it will take care of the cause problem. So if we now do Control S, and we'll go and run our server. Make sure the server is running like it was not running before. So I'll make sure that it's running. How do I run the server? I'm back end. I'll simply say nodemon server. Press the enter key. So I'll make sure that my server is running. The two of them, the two servers must be running, both that for the front end and the back end, before you can get what you want. You remember I said when you click here, you can see this for the front end is already running. ngserve is running it, whereas this is for the back end, which I just started now. So with time, so it's running now. So when I get back to my website and I click refresh, should be able to show me those stuffs. You can see this is my first thing and this is my second thing, so both of them are now gotten. So you can see that this code is working now. So this is where I have my first thing and second thing. If you get to my app, this is the cause middleware that enables access control that will allow origin of everything. This means everything, allow origin from everywhere. So whether you have your backend in another server or in the same server, it will work. Also allow all the headers, from whether it's request, accept, content, any of these header, and also any of these header and any of these methods. So this is the code for the post on the get. This is the get. We are going to be changing this to get in subsequent time, but this is where we leave it now. So this is my first thing with all the other details, and this is my second thing. So you can see that it is now fetching. So when you get here, you see it's showing my first thing and my second thing. So if we make any changes, let's say this is 29, if we change it to 38 and we'll do Control S, then when we get back to here and refresh, we should be able to see 38, not 29. This is 38. So this is working for now. So in subsequent classes, we are going to be looking at the post command, post route. So I want you to take note of how the route is written. Very simply, you have API use, you put the address. So this is the address, whereas this is the res objects that will enable this code to work as a middleware. Then constant stuff is what is being gotten, and it has these various characters or properties: ID, title, and description. So that's where we're going to be stopping, and we'll be continuing later. Like I told you, I'm going to drop all the codes in serial form like this so that you can easily pick them and use them.